This is season 1, episode 4. Learn how to be skinny from Usagi. Such a 90s thing.
God.
Special thanks to SailorMoon.fandom.com for this week's episode summaries and more. So, episode 4 overall. Original air date in Japan was March 28th, 1992. And with the DIC, it was September 13th, 1995.
That's my dad's birthday.
Aw.
Yep, September 13th. He was born on Friday the 13th.
Wow.
No lie. Yeah.
Usagi is shocked to find out that she's gained weight from too much eating. Determined to get back into shape and fast, she and her friends join a gym that advertises instant results for its members.
Win-win, if you ask me. Win-win.
This is Sailor Moon Season 1, Episode 4, Learn How to Be Skinny from Usagi. Matt!
Yes, ma'am.
What did you think about this episode?
Well, Maggie, let me tell you, it's so innocent of an episode, you know, like, and doesn't really hold up to nowadays being overweight or whatever.
Yeah.
For someone who is very painfully, obviously not out of shape. Okay.
Yeah, and that back in the 90s, especially like 92 and stuff when it came out in Japan, I mean, that's when all these wild, I mean, there was already wild diets, but like it seemed like more fad diets came out. Also exercise tapes and stuff. Yeah. So like it very much fits that era, but it was horrible for women.
Well, and like in Japan, they didn't really deal with the same kind of issues that we dealt with in like America and Canada. Yeah. North America, we'll say. Where, you know, just body image issues and, you know, stuff like that. Granted, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that like as a blanket statement that nobody in Japan dealt with that. That's definitely not what I'm saying. But like it's kind of a, you know, obesity is an epidemic in America, right? Like, I mean, it just is. Yeah. And you know, young girls being pushed to beauty standards that are fictitious. You know, like that is something that we all know is a thing that happens now, but it was happening back in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, think about it. There's several episodes of like Full House and the Saved by the Bell, you know, where it's like they stop eating and they, you know, tell them to not
faint.
have. And so like, you know, it's definitely it's just one of those where
isn't there an episode of Doug? Patty?
Yeah, I believe so. And like, you know, like it's just one of those things where cultural differences, like it just plays a little different. Now, don't get me wrong. As a kid, I wouldn't have thought anything about this. And I feel like you're kind of reaching to make this into a problematic episode. Yeah. Like it's definitely more intent on being in jest, right? Like they're not trying to say that Usagi is actually overweight, you know? And I, you know, the things of like her parents teasing her and Mamoru teasing her and stuff, like I think that is again just to play with like how they're treating Usagi more than Usagi actually needing help, you know. And I mean, in all fairness, they do show the, you know, the outcome of trying to do something like this, which is you could die. You know? Yeah, definitely. I mean, like the teacher looks like shit, you know?
It's hard enough. By the end, she does.
So, I mean, they're definitely not promoting this as like the correct way to go as far as any of like diet and working out and stuff like that. But it's just funny, like you wouldn't see this episode today, you know? No. Like not in this form. No. And like it is probably the most aged of the episodes. Like, because even definitely. The radio show works. You know, like you can imagine it's a podcast or something or a live stream if you needed to. Yeah. But like this is just so outdated. But I mean, all that being said, I thought it was fun. Luna is insane in this one. Like she's mean, man. I didn't realize Luna got this mean.
Oh yeah, I knew what she was doing. I said, Matt, listen to Luna when after she gets done with this piece of paper. Like she's straight up harsh,
very mean, and continues to be mean throughout the episode.
Oh yeah.
And some of the gratuitousness was kind of eye-rolling. But again, it's part of the culture.
Yeah.
I mean, there was Pokemon episodes where they would try and put Misty in a bikini or something. And you're like, what the fuck are we doing? It was a silly episode that I probably won't ever think of again.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't bored. I wasn't offended.
Yeah.
It was just this week's episode.
Yeah.
And that's just pretty much all I can give it.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you. Like, I remember being that age, and I remember thinking, oh, I'm chubby, I'm fat,
Yeah.
And, then you look, then you get my age, and I look back, I'm like, man, younger me was an idiot. I was not.
No.
I was not that way.
Yeah, no.
Just thinking back to girls needing to starve themselves.
Yeah.
And sometimes people skip meals and stuff, but not a freaking full 24 hours or whatever.
No. And then to work out on top of that. That's obviously dangerous to your health, obviously. So dangerous.
And
I feel like we've learned a lot since this episode came out about physiology and biology and how it's not just a matter of eating right and working out and you'll be as fit as Sailor Moon. No, I mean there's a lot of genetics to it. I mean, somebody may be able to eat an entire cake and lose 5 pounds.
Yeah.
And somebody else may a bag of spinach and gain 100 pounds, believe me, I've been there. But yeah, it's definitely just an episode that, again, it's harmless, but dumb.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Jadeite's tracksuit and glasses in this episode, and all the girls just blush at him. I'm like, Usagi girl, you've seen him before. Pay attention. But I know
he's in glasses. He's in glasses, man. Did Clark Kent teach us nothing? I mean, think about it. The other day when you took your contacts out, I thought somebody broke into our house.
You're funny. Anyways, Matt.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you know that this episode is brought to you in part by a free 30-day trial of Amazon Prime?
What?
Have you ever wanted access to a world of entertainment, speedy deliveries, and exclusive deals? With Amazon Prime, you can get all that and more. Stream thousands of movies and TV shows, including classics like Pokemon Gold and Silver, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Movie, and Digimon Adventure Tri. Listen to the ad-free music and enjoy limited reading. Plus, with Prime's fast and free shipping, you'll never have to wait long for your orders. Ready to experience the best of Amazon? Use our link in the description of this episode to sign up for a free 30-day trial of Amazon Prime today. Discover all the benefits and how it can make your life easier and more enjoyable. Don't miss out on this hopefully awesome opportunity.
You said it. You said the thing.
And now, back to the show.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Whoa!
I just want everybody to know I have finished both monsters.
Oh, God be with me. Why'd you sound like the lizard from the Rescuers Down Under? That steals all the eggs.
God damn it. Alright, I'm back. We're good.
Alright. War. What is it good for? How the plot has progressed this week. The overarching plot of Queen Beryl continues with another creep attack, but ultimately does not push the plot forward.
Womp, womp, womp.
Motoki helps Usagi after she faints. When he asks why she hasn't ate, Motoki laughs at Usagi, saying she doesn't need to be on a diet, and besides, he likes girls who are curvy. This makes Usagi fall even more in love with him. Thank God. The guy in the sunglasses harasses Usagi for eating too many pork buns and then leaves. It's pretty true.
Because they've not given him a name yet.
No, they
Like,
have
they've not said Mamoru yet.
They have not said Mamoru Chiba yet. No, they have not.
Chiba.
Yeah.
More like a chubby.
Continuity.
I didn't have it added here. Here you go.
Oh, no.
Carry on my wayward son.
This was the first time Usagi fell for an enemy plan. However, the first time she had her energy drained was the previous episode, the mysterious sleeping sickness, Protect the Girls in Love.
Protect the girls in love.
I think Henry felt that. Usagi passes a poster for the Sailor V game, though we still know nothing about this vigilante and her connection to Sailor Moon.
It is interesting that like they keep referencing Sailor V and just don't give us any further information.
They don't give a flying flip.
Like, I feel like if I was Usagi, I'd be like, wait, Sailor Moon, Sailor V, is there a connection? But like, no, they just don't.
Devices similar to the Shape Ray and this episode also appeared in Chapter 9 of Codename Sailor V versus
Devlinal. I think it's an exclamation mark at
my
the end.
stigmatism is
Devlini.
Okay.
Well, let's just say the devil. Sailor V versus the devil.
This is one of the few episodes where Jadeite's plan was accomplished without using a Yuma. It was also the only time Jadeite was able to successfully drain energy. This episode marked one of the few times an enemy satisfied their superior by the end of an episode. It's very true. This is the first episode that Tuxedo Mask doesn't help Sailor Moon.
He didn't. Did he even appear in this episode?
Like, well,
I mean, like Tuxedo
outside.
Mask, like actual, mask and all.
No,
man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I feel like I missed out.
You would have remembered.
It's true.
Yeah,
I love that man in a tuxedo and his beautiful mask.
Now it's time for Creep of the Week.
Major Funky.
Do the creep, huh? Do the creep, huh?
All right. So the Creep of the Week is Jed. I actually knew a guy in high school named Jed. Jadeite in disguise.
A Jed Bush.
I know. Jeb. That's Jeb.
Yeah,
I meant Jed. I knew
my
somebody.
bad.
This episode did not feature a Yuma. Instead, Jadeite was running the gym with the help of 3 fitness instructors he was controlling with rings on their heads. So our current ranking is number 1, Balm, number 2, Farua, and number 3, Morga.
I definitely remember all 3 of those.
Balm's the tarot card.
Okay.
Morga was the first one that posed as Naru's mom.
Okay.
And Farua was
the
radio show. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So where would you rank
Jed? Well, I mean, here's the thing. Devil's advocate. He was the first one to succeed.
That's true.
Whereas the others have failed.
It's true.
But he wasn't that scary. Like, I feel like design wise, like, it's just Jedi.
Yeah, he used his good looks, more or less.
Yeah, and like, when Balm, like, the shit she did to control, like, Brainy or whatever the hell his name is, and like for was that the first one? The first one is Morga. Okay, well, see, Morga to me is like terrifying looking.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Farua, like, I kind of feel like Farua is in the wrong spot. I feel like Farua should be number 3, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, I guess Farua put in like the work, like they had to get like a radio license and all that stuff,
That's why.
Yeah.
We kept it up there.
Yeah. So
because they went to all that trouble.
I guess I mean, if we're going by that, like, I would probably say Jed deserves to be above Farua and below Balm. Because, like, not only did he go to the effort of, like, setting up a business, but
he was the face
buying
of
all the
it.
Equipment and all that stuff.
He was the face of it.
Yeah. And, like, he succeeded. And I feel like that should be worth bonus points. Whereas I still think what Balm did to like actually terrify Usagi was so hardcore that like that still outranks the rest of everything so far. So I would say number 2.
All right, I agree. Let's put
Jed.
Jed.
Just a good old Jed.
All right, everybody, it's time for the DIC Dub.
Deke.
Dick.
It looked like it was.
In the DIC Dub, the episode title was Slim City. Hardy.
Boo.
The DIC title of this episode is a parody of Las Vegas, Nevada's popular nickname, Sin City, or the inverse of Fat City, a movie from 1972, or a possible reference to Sim City. No one knows for sure.
No, there's no way to know.
No.
What do you think it is? Do you think it's a reference to Sin City?
No, I don't think it's a reference to any of that. I think there's just like, let's shorten this so it's not a full sentence.
Yeah. But still, Slim City.
Yeah.
Like, that feels... I feel like Fat City is a more known name.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I've heard that somewhere else besides this movie.
Yeah.
But I may be thinking of a CD that Billy made.
It could be.
So that may not... Maybe it's not that big.
The cold opening segment was cut 30 seconds out. A scene where Usagi's eyes Naru's lunch, then Umino offers Usagi what's left of his lunch, leaving Usagi speechless, was cut out, which is 20 seconds.
God, that's a long 20 seconds.
Shots of the fitness club from afar were cut for time, 9 seconds out. Shots of Jadeite gathering energy were cut out, 6 seconds. Several other small cuts were made, and all 1 minute and 33 seconds were cut out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stupid.
A scene was added of Naru pedaling the exercise bike was added, used from one of the older episodes sped up.
So they just took the footage and sped it up. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
A scene was added where we could see Queen Beryl looking into her crystal ball and watching Naru and Usagi's 2 friends get energy drained.
Yes.
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 The scene with Usagi and Motoki in the nurse room was extended. Usagi jumps up and down more, and Motoki laughs at the end. The scene where we see Haruna in a pod was slowed down. A part where we see the Sailor V poster was edited to, so the bottom of the poster is not shown, possibly due to the bad guys with guns.
Oh, yeah. Man, I bet that looked like crap. Because they, like, cropped it out.
Yeah.
I wonder if they drew, like, a little tree in front of it like they did for Dragon Ball.
I know sometimes on the Sailor Moon fandom website that we use for this, they show clips compared of what it would look like. Because I know, I think it was the second episode with the tarot cards. I think. It showed a bunch of like gruff looking guys on the street.
Okay.
And they about mutilated the shot.
Oh man.
Just to get Naru and Usagi in the shot walking.
Like, why?
It looks awful.
Why like mess with stuff that hardcore? You know, like it already exists.
Yeah.
Like you're making more work than necessary.
Yeah.
You know? Like I get it. I get like with the guns. I get that.
Yeah.
And like there's another thing it talks about here in a second about the tub scene. And like I get that. But like, you know, just to add in like her jumping up and down more or riding the bike really fast. Like what? Why? Why are you bothering with this? You know?
In the English dub, Shingo makes his first appearance in this episode. His first appearance would have... Ooh, my eyes are getting dry. If this... Let's see. Would have been in episode 1 if the scene where Usagi mimicking Sailor V kicked to harm Shingo wasn't cut. In the Japanese version, even after all the exercising, Usagi weighed herself and was shocked to see that she had still gained weight. The North American dub changed it to Shingo having tampered with the scale as a prank. That is true. I do remember him being more involved.
Oh, wow.
In the Japanese version, Queen Beryl praises Jadeite for all the energy he had collected for her. In the English version, in the English version, Queen Beryl yells at him for doing a bad job.
So they just totally flipped what happened in the original.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she's like, good job. But in the English, she's like, you suck.
In the English dub, during the scene where Usagi was taking a bath, the water was darkened to make her chest area look less visible to the viewer.
And, like, I get that. I get them, like, you know, the standards and practices.
Yeah.
Like, I get why they did that, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got to add to that. That's all I got to say about that.
All right. Sorry. It's time for Can You Spot the Difference?
Sailor Moon!
Comparing the episode to the manga, this episode was a filler. No scenes were adapted from the manga into this episode.
Aren't you glad we didn't skip that?
Yeah, I'm so glad. All right, now it's time for pizza time.
Pizza time!
Pizza time.
All right. In the Japanese version, Usagi was eating a bag of dumplings. The bag of dumplings was changed to donuts in the English dub. The German dub changed it to a bag of hamburgers. Wow.
Can't eat all those hamburgers.
You can't eat all those hamburgers.
He's gonna try to eat all them hamburgers. Aw.
Aw.
Aw, Jughead. Aw, Bunhead.
Oh my god. All right. Now it's time for That's Just Prime.
Well, that's just prime.
All right. You want to be Usagi?
I'll be
or
Usagi.
Luna?
I'll be Usagi.
Okay.
Okay. What is that?
It's you in 6 months.
What?
That drawing was so mean.
It was.
I can be the little boy.
Okay.
Sorry. All right. Mom, a scary girl tried to take my pork bun.
Pork bun.
We got Mamoru and Usagi.
I'll be Usagi.
Okay. Now, would you call that cannibalism? A bunhead eating a pork bun? If you keep eating like that, you just might turn into a pork bun.
Oh, shut up! Throws the pork bun. And he catches it.
Hey, thanks. Later, fuckface. Later, funny.
Screw up, Roger. I'll be Usagi on this one.
Okay. Luna. But never mind that. There's a bigger problem.
Oh no, you're right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I ate 6 pork buns today.
I liked that one. I thought that was funny.
All right. So now it's time for Sailor Moon references, part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
While this episode was dubbed and aired in Sweden, parental complaints led to the episode being pulled from the reruns. Wow.
Yeah. So they aired it, and then
the parents were
like,
Mm-mm.
no, get this crap out of here.
Mm-mm.
How dare! I wonder if it was because of like the body image stuff, or if it was like too sexual.
I think it's all the above.
Really, you think both?
Mm.
I mean, I guess we could always look into it deeper if we needed to.
Yeah.
But we're not going to.
All right. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Now it's time for Sailor Says.
Bye now.
All right. Sailor Says was a part of the DIC Dub. They kind of chopped up some, like spliced some scenes together and made a little PSA out of it.
Do you think they did it to like be able to count the show, the programming as like the entertainment or like the education programming?
Maybe.
You know?
I could see that.
Like
but
just so
I
they could
don't
count the
know.
30 minutes as part of their like mandatory 6 hours a week or whatever.
Maybe. Maybe. Sounds like something a teacher has to do.
I mean, well, no, I mean, like stations, like networks have to do that.
Yeah.
So they can get on the airwaves. It's it doesn't matter. You go ahead and get back to what you were doing instead. I'm sorry.
It's all right. In the Sailor Moon Says for this episode, the DIC Dub inserted a lesson cautioning against Usagi's actions in the episode due to concerns over body image issues and girls getting eating disorders from obsessive dieting, which is considered more of a problem in the U.S. and Canada than it is in Japan.
Kind of talked about that a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
but,
we did.
I mean, it's good that at the very least for the Sailor Says they talked about it, you know.
Yeah, I can't remember what they made the title of it online. I think it's Usagi will teach you to eat or something like that.
That's funny.
Something like that. And also special thanks to Sailor Says on YouTube. They have archived every Sailor Says from the DIC Dub.
Way to go. You're doing God's work, Sailor Says.
Yes.
Doing God's work.
So now it is time for next week.
Woo! Next time on Sailor Moon.
Gadget. Next time.
All right, next week, season 1, episode 5, Scent of a Monster. Chanela will steal your love.
Hey man, have you ever seen Scent of a Monster? You ever seen Scent of a Monster? On weed, man. It's crazy. It's like, oh, there's a little dude in the bushes. What? Red team go.
Oh,
Red team go. Hey man, I love Al Pacino.
Oh my lord.
No, what a title. Scent of a Monster. Chanela will steal your love. What a title.
Yes.
Do you think Chanela... Okay. Oh, wait. Can I guess? Is it a perfume story? Scent of a Monster. Chanela. Like Chanel.
Maybe. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I bet that's what it is. But it has to do with perfume.
Okay.
That's my theory. A sailor theory.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for watching.
Hey, speaking of thanks for watching, thanks everybody for hanging out with us tonight while we discussed this week's episode of Sailor Moon. Remember, you can listen to the podcast on all podcast platforms. Be sure and head over there and listen to it. Hit a 5-star rating and give us a review. We'd greatly appreciate it. You can also come over to youtube.com/hopefullyawesome and you can, leave a comment, keep the conversation going, keep the party going, party man. You can get your name in every stream in the credits, just like these fine folks did by going either to Hopefully Awesome at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome or youtube.com/hopefullyawesome and become a member. Not only will you get your name in every episode, you'll also get access to the Google Drive archives, which is all kinds of fun stuff. And if you have no bucks to toss our way, it's totally fine. You can support us by using the link in the description of this episode to sign up for a free 30-day trial of Amazon Prime, and then you can immediately cancel it. Like, it still counts for us. Like, you don't have to stay signed in for the whole 30 days. Like, just sign up, cancel it, you'll still get the 30-day access.
Sorry.
So, yeah. And Jeff Bezos, more like Jeff Bozos, if you know what I'm saying. Fucking clown shoes. Just get out of here, Jeffy. More like Jeff.
Jeb.
Ah, Jed.
Jeb.
But that's going to wrap it up for us this week. We will see you all next Wednesday for another edition of Sailor Moon's Cosmic Power Rewind. Thanks for watching, and as always,
Have a hopefully awesome day.
bye.